Welcome back. It is the dawn of a new age. What's the Bobcat? Didn't expect to go to the Bobcat. And we had the giant thing appear in the sky. It's like, of course. There we go. That thing there. I mean, I assume that's actually the inspiration for the Liberlian symbol. Like, you know, like that bird and stuff. Like, because that's got wings and all that type of stuff. It's like, that's where my mind has gone with this kind of idea. No idea if that's right, though. Just throwing that out. Anyway. Goddess. What is that thing? It's huge. Ridiculously huge. That thing must be more than 5,000 arch across. Like a giant floating island. No, look closely. The base is artificial. It's more a floating city than an island. A city? No, we can't just sit here. Alright, guys, listen up. We are getting onto that flying city island. What? Seriously? Of course I'm serious. I've never been more serious. If those society fools have brought that thing back, then think. It must be full of incredible treasure, enough to pay our debts 10 times over. You gotta be kidding me. Can't just go waltzing into something that huge. Jose, back me up here. Honestly, at this point, I bet there are things on that city I want too. Like, beyond treasure. Oh my. Oh, Idio, save me. Carl does have a point though. Things have been weird all day, so we should probably be careful. I mean, for starters, the radio has been silent for ages. That is true. Guild and army transmissions are one thing, but even the civilian channels are dead. Which is... Oh yeah, that's normal. Huh? What? Some kind of second sun? A wave of light? I just want anyone to be like, oh shit. What happened? Report. Boss, big problem. The generators and flight engines have cut out. All of them. Alright. What? Wait, that means... We're really in trouble now. The flight fuel from the engines is dissipating. Like, dissipating? I expected them to just drop out the sky. It would have been funnier. Just be like, ah! And then they have like a backup engine, you know. Bobcat's not answering her helm at all either. You're kidding. You mean we can't do anything? There's only one thing we can do at this point. Crash. What? What? Really, Adios, that there's... this is not our time to be called to heaven. There we go. Took its time. Like I said, I just wanted like a... Oh, shit. And then it drop. It would have been funny. Chapter 8, Land of Chaos. Stop, are you stuck on by either side there now, are you? Where was that speck of light I saw across the river, though? Milch Main Road. Valeria Lake. At least we made it, from the looks of it. Unless we got thrown off and we're drowning. So that's what the light show at the towers was about. You kills pulled off a genuine miracle this time. Let me give you your reward first. Idios knows you've earned it. Still, what madness we've fallen into. Never thought being deprived of orbments would throw us into this much chaos. No kidding. That makes you realize just how dependent we've become on orbital power. It's true. Communication, transportation, defense, production, even single major function. Oh my god. Every single major function of society is effectively paralyzed at this point. For most people, I think the real worry would be the lights in the kitchen. From the sounds of it, the city was really in a tizzy last night. It's being kind about it. People were mobbing the guild house, the Ouroborous workshop, the mayor's mansion, all demanding answers. It was awful. Everyone wanted to know what had happened, and I had no answers to give. Frenzied fools practically kept me up all night. Yawn! I see. Sorry, Lucre. With the floating city on top of all this crap's getting dire. Feels like we're one step away from a freaking panic. The people of Liberl love peace. I do not personally expect a riot immediately. Should the situation continue for too long, however, people may begin to lose hope. Yes, we must do something about this, and quickly. So then, everyone, what's this plan you said Russell has to bring back the dead, turn water to ambrosia and save us all? Bring back the dead? Well, Professor Russell's come up with a new invention that isn't too far off. This, everyone, is my latest invention, the Zero Field Generator. Zero, okay. Zero field? What now? But simply, you are aware of the special warp field the Gospels produce, yes? Yeah, that wasn't being activated, wasn't being used when they were at the top of the towers, which is very odd. Like, they're meant to be... it's just that sort of thing, like, it feels strange that it's not been addressed yet. This is a circuit which produces a field to nullify that warp via a resonance which does not qualify as simple under any definition. If I understand correctly then, Professor, this can actually reverse the Ouroborous shutdown phenomena. Well, what? Is that true, Professor? Prevent it more specifically, but just so. Ultimately, the shutdown phenomenon is just Ouroborous energy being absorbed by the Gospels. Where the energy went was a mystery, but having come this far, I think we finally have an answer. To the floating city. To the aureole. It is the only answer which makes sense. The aureole uses the little holes between dimensions generated by devices, which we call Gospels, to cause the phenomena. Gospels are, all things considered, small holes, though the area affected was thankfully minor. With the aureole made manifest once again, however, that the area has grown immensely, enough to engulf the entirety of Liberl, even beyond our borders, I'd imagine. All of Liberl. See, if I was these guys, I'd be sort of like, we need to send someone to Erebonian now, because regardless of any pact we've got, it's like we know full well you've knocked out the power in Palm. From their point of view, it's like Erebonian's just sitting there being like, hold a minute, on the border with Liberl, we've just lost power. That's a bit suspicious. Are we under attack? Send everything we've got. It's you know how Erebonians are. Like, we've seen how they are in Cold Steel. It's it's very much like, yeah, they would see this as a prelude to attack. Again. So, you need to send someone. Is anybody just focusing on the idea, send someone to Erebonian? Send a message. Something. Anything. You've got other ways of sending messages to Erebonian, surely. Anyway. All of Liberl. I'm worried for Liberl, you see. That's the thing, is that I know how Erebonians are. I've lived there for a year, is the best way of putting it. I know how they are. So that's what's causing all this. Yes, I find it likely that every orbment in the country, without exception, has stopped working. However, this zero field generator can stop the interference of the aureole. Which is to say, put it next to any orbment and that orbment will work just fine. Turn it on then. You have to sit in the dark. Wow. Professor, that's amazing. So we fire that thing up and everything's cool then. Yeah. So turn it on. So how many can you make? So turn it on, get the RSA going, and just start going around patching everything up with that then. Not quite, I'm afraid. The area this prototype can protect is limited. It can shield at most an orbment you could carry in 2 hands. That's small. Yeah, that kind of limits what we can do, doesn't it? Yeah, that goes away the whole idea of using the RSA then. The other problem is, I only have so many of them. And as a favour for Cassius, I could only put 16 of them together. 16? That's actually a lot, if anything. Wait, Dad asked you for these? Yes, he requested that I work on these a while back, actually. I scarcely even imagined a crisis on the scale at the time, but it seems he did. Oh yeah, I see. Just as I'd expect from Cassius. Always seeing further than any other man. That being the case, though, pretty clear how we should use these things, I think. You're a sharp one, Father. I don't quite follow. In a crisis like this, the thing you need more than anything else is a fast, accurate communication. Whether it's about the society throwing bears at people, alright, or where goods need to be taken, if you can't communicate, you're up a creek. Meaning, they should be used to restore communication devices all over Liberl. Yeah, I agree with this. Again, it's like, remember my stance for Erebonians is like, you need to communicate with them, you need to explain, look, things are bad here. We didn't cause any issue if you have any on your side of the border. It's an area effect sort of thing. It's like, not us. If I were you, I'd stay out, because if you can look from Palm, look at the sky. You will see why. Like, yeah, you need to let them know. But yes, I agree on the communication. That about the size of it? Bingo. That is a good idea. For the military, not being able to use our guns or airships is dire. Not having communications between headquarters and our forces is even more serious, however. To restore communications between Grandson Castle, the Harken Gate, and Leiston Fortress ASAP. Now, here's the thing, Cold Steel knowledge coming in here, so, be wary if you've not played them. Very much that idea, like, now we know a certain Chancellor is in league with people during all of this, so it's sort of like, what's he up to? Is he actually going to try and use stuff that isn't orbital powered to try and mount an invasion and annex Liberl during all of this? That's the question. It's just, as we know they have, or had, at the point in the future, had, but still may have, some very much like petrol-driven ones, some internal combustion engines, all that type of stuff. So it's like, yeah, they don't use orbital power, so... I'm sure there was mention that they still had them a few years ago, which would be now, wouldn't it? We shall see, we shall see. The guild's in the same boat in a way. If the branches can't get in touch, it'd be hard to mount any response to anything that might happen. Sounds as if we're all in agreement then. Well then, Captain Schwartz, I'll provide 10 zero-field generators to the Royal Army. That should give you enough to cover the Arcee, the capital, the gate, Leiston, and all regional posts. I have my thanks, Professor. I'll order my men to distribute them immediately. And the remaining 6 go to the Bracer Guild. That should be enough to restore the phone in each guild branch. We'll get right on it. I'll see them safely there. What? You can get the phone working? That would be a great help. He set up that 0, whatever it was, right away. No problem. Tita, would you do the honors? Sure, give me just a sec. The only problem is you need the other end to have it as well, obviously. Tita opened the lid to the phone and put the ZFG inside. Okay. Done, it's all set to go. That was kind of faster than I thought it'd be. What you need to do is put it in the right spot inside the phone. Okay, now for the moment of truth. Need to flip the switch on the phone. Oh, you did it. Nice, looks like it really does let orbital devices work. So next I need to test to see if the phone will actually connect. By calling Grandpa, he's on the RSA, which should have a working phone. Ah, there we go. Due to dialed in a phone number. Hello? Grandpa! Yeah, it's me. I'm at the guild house in Bose right now. Yeah, it's okay, works great. Okay, I will. Do your best too, Grandpa. I think it's connecting okay. No kidding. Professor Russell saved us again, it seems. I'll have to drown Russell in beer and... steak, okay. Just drown him in steak? Next time I see him. Speaking of thanks, Russell seems to be aboard the RSA still, but... where did the princess and that churchman get off to? Oh, they both headed to Gransel at dawn with Captain Schwartz. Chloe said she wanted to talk to the Queen, and Kevin said something about the Archbishop, I think. I see. Imagine the royal family and the church have their own crisis to deal with right now. The good news is, they agreed to deliver a zero-field generator to the Capital Guildhouse for us. I would expect to get a call from Elnan at some point. Excellent. Coordinating with him will help. You lot are after the remaining guild houses, I take it? Yep, that's the plan. What I'd really like to deal with is that floating city, but wouldn't we all? Like, yeah, how do we get there? Like, it's floating. We can't fly. Seems like our society friends are already there, too. Can't lay a damn finger on them with our airships grounded. The only thing you can do is sail the Arse. Assuming you can get down the river and across everything, etc, 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 etc. Like a boat outside of, like, Liberl that can also fly. So you need, like, some kind of airship that's also a ship. So that kind of idea. Like, sail it far enough away so the orbital shutdown doesn't reach it. Fly up, and then parachute down. Job done. See? Solved your problem. Real heroic spot to be in, huh? There's little point in flogging ourselves over it. Right now, we must focus on what we can, and what can be done. Yeah, let's get to it. Please form your party. You may choose 2 other members aside from the mandatory members. I've not got Chloe. Oh no!
This ought to perk you up.
Seems logical to go with those guys. Does she still have my quads? Does Chloe still have my quads? I need them. Okay, obviously, airship travel is right out for this. So we'll be walking. I mean, I couldn't use Chloe anyway at this point. Orbital shutdown. Where should we go first? Rolling to Rouen. Either choice is better than the other, really. One of the guild houses need working phones. So all we can do is pick a direction and go. Good point. Joshua's got it, I think. No matter which way we go, I'm betting we'll have our work cut out for us. We have sworn to help those in need, after all. Yeah, okay then. We're in the shutdown phenomena, only characters equipped with it. Oh. Okay, furthermore, as Tisha used a normal cannon, she cannot act in any way other than movement or her gunpowder-powered cannon impulse S-craft without a generator. Okay. Okay. Well, that solves the problem for now, then. Can be worn on the wrist, okay? It's like, yeah, I'm equipping them, definitely. You know, I don't need one on Agate. It's like, screw it, I don't want one on Agate. It's like, I don't feel like I need one on Share. Like, I don't need them. It's that sort of thing. It's like, we've got a healer. Like, we've got a healer in Estelle. And we've got, like, physical. I don't need one on Joshua, really. It's that sort of thing of like, who do I need? Who needs? Can you... Thank you. He actually needs a zero-field generator. Thinking about it, it's like... If I was gonna go with anyone, I'd actually say... Like, if I properly got down to it, it's like... If I make Estelle and Shara casters and Joshua and Agate very, very physical, I don't need it, do I? There's no need. That's what I'm thinking. Ah, yes, I've got my, like, my yin-yang and sapphire gem, emerald gem. I'm assuming I need to take the ones off Tita, though. So I'm assuming you're up here. Yes, there you are, Tita. Let's change party. Just giggle. Okay, so let's look at the ornaments for you. Make sure we get all that out. I like that they even point out to Tita's gun, though. That's good that they remembered that is the best way of putting it, is that. So I was trying to get Tita again so I could change it. It's like, oh wait, no. We're in the group now, haven't I? Like, why can't I target her? Why is she not speaking to me? That makes no sense at all. Okay, orbit. Okay, fire. Definitely gotta go with that. Wondering... Like, yes, this EP is like... It's like, in actual fact, I'd actually like him to have the attack 5. If anything. So we need to head off to the thingy, don't we? We definitely need to head off to the... Oh, hello. Huh? What's going on? Why are these people looking up at... I see. So that's it. I was gonna say, like the only problem is, like, we can't see it. We don't get the right angles and stuff. The floating city. So huge. Overwhelming seeing it from down here. Well, I can understand why the civvies are freaking out. Might not be able to do a hell of a lot, but times like this, Embracers have to step up. Gotta do our best to make this better and get the citizens some peace. Yeah, let's hurry. Alright, so yes, ordnance. That's what I want. Oh, welcome. Oh, you've come all this way, but we're currently not taking any business. None of our equipment is working, you see. That's the only thing I was worried about. Is like, is there any way to actually upgrade stuff? Like at all? Oh, right. That's kind of a problem, isn't it? If we can't manufacture quartz or upgrade our slots, we're kind of in trouble. Yeah, that's an issue. Yes, it would be something of a waste on our generators. True, but I wonder, in the nature of our toys, I think the solution may be right in front of us. Really? Think we can use the factory? Well, can't we? Well, ZFGs can restore operation to any orbital device, after all. But do I have to give it up, and can I take it back? Right, of course. ZFG? What are you talking about here? Let me explain. Joshua explained that by using the zero-field generator, the factory's functionality could be temporarily restored. That's absolutely incredible. Please, by all means, I love it. Love it if it worked. Let's give it a shot then. Give me just a moment then. Just slam it on the table like boom, like there. Is it working? There. The equipment's working. Awesome. That worked well for the moment. Unless we need the ZFG here, though. We won't fix the problem permanently. And given our mission, we better hurry then. So if you want to modify your orbits, now's your chance. Okay, so at least they got that. This is the thing, it's like... Okay, I need to upgrade Agate's slots. It's that strange thing of... The EP is going to be irrelevant that we get from it, but... I maybe should have done something else there. Sorry, I did that too quickly. Whenever you want to use the workshop, just bring that device of yours along. You'll be able to use our services like normal if you do. Okay, cool. I like that was there, so I can put in the ruby gem now. Joshua, you go down a little bit, obviously with the attack 4. That's fine. Because it's like, I want that just a little bit more attack from you. It's like... The 5 there, it's like... I'm gonna go with that. It's just that sort of thing, yeah, it's like, Right, so agate. So what this way could I get in terms of... I mean, that gets you a hell of a lot. But what is good in terms of, like, we're not thinking arts with agate. That's the thing, I've got to, like, forget arts. Just forget them completely. Just focus on stats here. Like, ADF. Like, would the enemies be able to use arts? I don't know. So evade would be very good. Like, if I'm just thinking purely stats here, that's what I've got to do in my head. Just like not ignore what I'm getting. Like clock up EX, irrelevant. Like we don't even have to think about that. Right, Heaven's Eye. I feel that's still important because, you know. So if I was going to have Heaven's Eye, I'd have it there regardless. I'm just thinking, like, if we do get to a place where, like, suddenly he can use arts and stuff, I'd like them to combine in some way, you know. It's like, impede there. So now we want our action there. So, like, yeah, we're still thinking stats. Like, EP cut, pointless. Cloak, no encounters. Could be very good for me thinking about it. But in terms of, like, stacks, dexterity, Takes the agility down. Confuse enemy. Strength goes down. Not good for him. HP slowly covers by walking. HP up. Potentially good. Potentially good. But it's like we're going to be using up his health, etc. like crazy. ATS completely pointless. Completely pointless for you. So yeah, I'm thinking... Let's go with Cloak. Let's go with Cloak. Screw it. Okay, so... Estelle, very much like... Sapphire Gem would be good. Have I not upgraded her slots? Huh. I did not realize I had not done that. Oh no, it is... That's why. Oh, I do like it when I do my idiotic thing. It's like, that sort of thing like, but I wanted to get her EP up, didn't I? That makes no sense. So yeah, let's give you Mind. Because you are very cast. You're very, very casty. So, Haze and Heal. You got the 5 versus the 8. In terms of like what we have doesn't change really. The HP is nice. Like, Shield 5, it's like... We do get some extra arts here, and again, she's going to be the arts user. It's like ATS goes down. Is that worth it? It's like, I don't know. I'm going to go with no. Like, it's just this sort of like reorganizing. I like this. It's limiting in a good way. Okay, so Wind Quartz here. This is where it's like I may go the Emerald Gem regardless. It's again though, it's like ATS down. It's such a... I don't know if I like it. Let's see here. I mean, the Evade is a good one straight off. I mean, we could have that, and it's irrelevant, isn't it? Because of what else we've got. But there's no encounters, so it's like, becomes irrelevant. Becomes irrelevant. Simple as that. Okay, so I'd like to get, like... where is the ingenuity? It's like, if I actually give you... Seal there, give you ingenuity. That feels much better, to be honest. I actually want it on your brown one. It's just still very arts. You're still very arts. So EP cut is a good one. EP4 is a good one. And that would be good, just because we get the... Like Yin Yang would be good here as well. Oh, it's choices. Mind 4 has to be something I go with. Okay, so I'm thinking... The Yin and Yang. Like, is it worth it? I'm gonna go with no. Not at this point, not based on everything else we've got. Reasonably happy with what we've got here. Reasonably? I might change it up here and there and stuff like that. We'll see. I don't know, but obviously we're going to end this part here now, and in the next part we'll see about checking the Brace Guild, see what quests we've got. Is that Anton? Could be Anton there. Don't want to check just yet. We'll find out soon. It's just like, you know, just similar NPCs, all that type of stuff. So, yeah, anyway. We'll see you in the next part. Ta-ta for now.